Welcome, and today's theme for crystal healing is joy. And to start off with, we have this beautiful Shaman's Quartz Point crystal, and it is a fascinating piece. You can get lost in meditating on this piece, just in all the little details. And it's a world unto itself if you study it. And we're using this crystal to open up your energetic field, your aura, open up your chakras to receive this healing, to accept more joy into your life. And, I believe that each of us are a world unto ourselves. We are each a unique individual with different variables in our past, different histories, different cultures, different backgrounds. And each of us have our own personal world. We interpret reality totally different from other people. We may have things in common with others, but our view of reality is unique unto us. Just like this Shaman's Quartz Point is unique. There isn't another one like it. So just opening up your aura, opening up your chakras. And the first stone that I want to bring out is this beautiful blue rose quartz. And I love this. This is a piece of rose quartz that grew so close to aquamarine that it took on the bluish color. And this is a piece that's all about loving communication. And it's important to have loving communication, not just with others, but with ourselves and our inner mind. And a lot of us have negative self-talk. A lot of people have a lot of negative self-talk. And that's something that we can heal. I've overcome mine. And meditation was extremely helpful in that. And I recommend the book, Turning the Mind into an Ally by Sakyong Mifam. You don't have to be a victim of your thoughts. You can learn to love yourself and to lovingly talk to yourself. It's just a process. But this stone reminds us loving communication in all forms, to others, to ourselves. It really does make all the difference. Just smiling at a stranger might make their day. May upset them too, depending on their history. But sometimes, or most likely, a smile will be contagious. Alright, the next piece that I want to bring out is this gorgeous piece of Septarian. And Septarian means the cracks. And I love that because it means that we are all unique. And you can see the cracks in this rock here. You can hear a kid playing in the background joyfully. But each of us have our own little faults, our imperfections. And it's loving yourself through those imperfections. It's understanding that the cracks in our lives are usually where things grow. It's like the cracks in the concrete, that's where the plants grow. So it's our imperfections that give us personality a lot of times. Quite frankly, I find people who've gone through more experiences, had a harder time in life, are more interesting people and are more compassionate than the people who've had it easy. And to be honest, I haven't met a lot of people who've had it easy. I like to say that I have it easy now, but I've been through a lot. I've gone through a lot of experiences. But I am an extraordinarily joyful person. I'm a happy person. I can say every day is wonderful and joyful. It is everything that I always wanted it to be. And I love all the cracks, all the imperfections, all the mistakes that I made. Because all those mistakes that I made led me to this point, to where I can say that my life is wonderful, that I am lucky. Sorry about the dog barking in the background. Happens when you have dogs. Kids yelling in the background, dogs barking. Imperfections. And you just have to embrace them and say, this is part of life. Life would be boring without imperfections. Life would be boring without things that don't go smoothly. Life would be boring if every time you set out on a journey you ended up exactly where you wanted to be. Sometimes you get lost and you discover something on the journey. Sometimes you just go on the journey and it doesn't matter where you end up. It's little imperfections. If things had gone smoothly during my honeymoon, I would have explored one of the most beautiful places I've ever been, called MacArthur Burney Falls. That wouldn't have even been on my radar in life. But because things didn't go smoothly, I ended up finding my favorite waterfall. It's a beautiful place in California. So those imperfections, embrace them. They are what make you unique. They are the things that no one else can compare to. The next piece that I wanted to bring out is this beautiful honey calcite. And I brought this out to remind us that life is sweet. We usually sit and we say all the negative things. Oh, this is not going right. This is going wrong. This isn't perfect. This isn't what I expected. My expectations of reality have not been met. But life is pretty sweet. We can go buy a piece of chocolate cake from the store if we want to. We can scrounge up enough money from the couch sometimes to go buy a piece of chocolate cake. We can indulge in a pretty fancy meal, just making it from scratch at home if we want to. I've been cooking a lot recently, and one of my favorite recipes that I made was just a simple piece of cheese and a bunch of tomatoes added to pasta, and it was absolutely decadent. But it was easy, and I was able to do it from the comfort of home. Life is sweet. There are a lot of sweet moments if we take the time and appreciate them. And we can consciously create sweet moments if we want to. This moment of connectivity between you and I and these crystals is a sweet moment. You are allowing yourself a little bit of sweetness during your day just by connecting to someone else, and appreciating the beauty of these crystals, appreciating the fact that we can do crystal healing videos. Just as a moment of understanding and enjoying life and reality. Life is sweet. And the next one I'm going to bring out, you've seen before many times. This is my ocean jasper. We're still under the influence of the Cancer new moon. And the Cancer new moons, one of the Cancer new moons stones was ocean jasper. And I couldn't leave ocean jasper out, because this is the stone of joy. And this piece in particular brings me so much joy. There's a little bit of druzy in it, and it's just a wonderful piece. It's one of my favorite pieces in my collection. And just the ocean, enjoying life, embracing life for all that it's worth. There's so much beauty and wonder in life. I mean, just look at the ocean and how it's teeming with life, and that the ocean is the biggest thing on this planet. There's more ocean than land. That's amazing. That we don't know the depths of the ocean. We haven't explored it that much. And the final stone, as always, is our beautiful selenite wand. And we're just going in, smoothing the aura, smoothing it out. This is one of my favorite ASMR triggers. I love to end with this. Just smoothing your aura. Just clearing it up. Smoothing out any disturbances. And that is our crystal healing journey for today, and I'm wishing you a wonderful weekend. I'm going to be doing these videos on Fridays from now on. So I'll see you on Monday with my oracle reading.